down at it every now and again. All right. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready? Yeah, I like to sit up. You sit up. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, what's up? This your boy D, and y'all know where we at. We back uptown in the Magnolia. Well, Harmony Oaks. For everybody who wants Harmony Oaks. But we in the Magnolia uptown, third wall. Y'all know I love here. I love City Park, but I love uptown. Y'all know I'm from uptown. I love it. So we back uptown, and this week here, we sitting down with my girl, one of the hosts of On the Front Porch at WBOK. My girl, Courtney P. Y'all could go follow her on Instagram at Courtney P on the air. But she's sitting on the porch today. And we about to get into this with Courtney, and we about to talk about everything she got going on in the city of New Orleans. She got a busy weekend coming up with Jazz Fest. Y'all know she gonna be in the house. So y'all gotta go follow her because y'all know she gonna be in the hot spots of Jazz Fest. So show y'all what's going on. So without further ado, want to introduce my girl, Courtney P.
Hey.
How you doing today?
I'm doing very well. It's a beautiful day, and I'm glad to be on the porch.
Oh man, I'm glad you came sit on the porch with us today. Just a pleasure for you even showing up, taking time out of your busy schedule.
No problem.
We know you got a long week coming up.
Yes.
So just want to thank you for coming out, sister, for just sitting down here with us and enjoying. Don't mind me. We gonna trip.
I got you.
We gonna trip today.
Yes.
But anyway, so let's get right into it, Courtney. First off, we want to congratulate you for winning the Miss Black USA 2022. You know
Close.
what I'm saying?
Miss Black New Orleans,
Miss
USA.
Black New Orleans
2022.
2022.
But we will speak Miss Black USA into existence
Right.
because I am working my way towards that title.
Right.
So the next thing is to secure the Miss Black New Orleans.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Miss Black Louisiana
Right.
USA for 2023. So I'm entering the new class.
Gotcha.
Once I do that, I'll go on to the national title and
Gotcha.
hopefully secure that as well. Yeah.
Gotcha. So it is a process that you go through.
It's a process.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes.
so the first process you already accomplished.
Yes. For the local title.
For the local title. So the next step is going into the state title.
Yes.
And then
and then go to the national title. And just my luck this year, it was a little bit harder to do because with COVID, they took online applications. Normally, you would go somewhere like a hotel, go to a ballroom, have to dress up, do interviews. But online grants people more access. Not everybody could travel, but everybody can turn in something online.
Right.
So it took a little while to even know. I thought I lost because it took some time, but they got so many applications because of the online process. And then one day I was sitting there in my bonnet and I got an email and it said, congratulations. So,
see y'all, even Miss Black New Orleans was a dang on party.
come on, at night we gotta protect the head.
Okay,
Yeah. No, I wasn't at Walmart.
Oh,
No. I was at home chilling in the comfort of my home. Yes.
See now, we it's settled now. She was at home.
Yes.
She wasn't in the street.
Not in the airport. No. Yeah, take a breather.
But anyway, but okay, so we know, like you said, you've probably been in a hotel, showing up at a hotel, you dress up and you go through all the pageantry. But this one here was online. So did you still have to go through all the pageantry? If you was in, you had to dress up.
Yes, had to do a little bit more. I had to write an essay. I had to show all my credentials, whether it was in my field or in my field of study. I had to show the degrees earned. that type of thing. Had to do still an interview. So it was a process. They didn't take any shorts because it was online, and I think it may have been a little more rigorous.
Right, because we're not distracted by the beauty.
Right. We're not in person, and
so
you could do a
all
little,
the
and
all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
So I get that. I get that. So the night. Let's just go back. Like you said, you was in your body.
I was in my body.
You was in your body. You said it was that night. So was it a phone call or?
It was an email.
It was an email
that I might have looked over had I not really looked closely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was an email they sent. So as you going through your emails and you finally say, "Well, let me open this up." What was at the moment you saw the email and you realized what it may have been? What was going through your head? Like what you was thinking? Like, win this? You know what? The hell with these jokers, because they probably telling me I didn't win. What was like?
I said, my first thing was, oh my God. Because I really didn't feel like they would send me something if it wasn't positive. In the pageant world, it's not normal that you get the no letter. You either get the yes letter or you get nothing.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
So I was pretty convinced that I had made it to the next step. And then the thought right after that was, okay, everything that I planned to go around that title now gets a chance. And that actually put me in a whole nother realm of anxiety because now I have to do what I said I was going to do, which for me, it had been a while since there had been a Miss Black New Orleans, USA. It's been several years. There was a Louisiana, but she didn't hail from here. So it was important to me to bring the title back to New Orleans.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah, because we need some positive representation here in this city right now. Because right now what's going on in the city is like
heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is.
Heartbreaking.
It is. It's like the gates of hell just a bust wide open and just like, you know what?
We're gonna unleash everything. Yes.
So man, to have something positive like that is awesome. I love it. I love it. So what are some of the things that you have to do throughout the city what comes with holding that title down?
Yes. So with the local title, really right now it's the responsibility goes up with each level. So right now all I have to do is make sure that my brand stays, within a certain clean is a great word for it. That I am involved and active in the city beyond, just being an on-air personality, but that I'm taking initiative to make change. They can't mandate that, but it looks good, right? Gotcha. And lucky for me, it's something I already wanted to do. It's not something that I'm being made to do, which is why I wanted to do this, because I think the things that I'm doing will get even more light as this gains more light. And that was my goal, was not only to bring the title back, but to use the platform to do even more good.
Gotcha. So see, look, that's what I like. I love it because it'll bring a great light to the city of New Orleans. It'll show that we're doing a little bit more than just what people think we are, and the things that's going on where people feel like. Some people feel like it's unsafe to come here. Some people feel like, they just all they talk about is drinking and stuff like that. But you'll be able to show the world that it's much more in the city than just that.
Absolutely. And that's always been my message to people about New Orleans ever since I was very young. New Orleans wasn't tops off and that was there, but that wasn't what it was, right? It was always intergenerational. It was always family. It was always culture. It was always history. And that's just what I knew. And it was always my goal to change that perception. Anytime somebody came and was like, Bourbon Street? Hold on, bruh.
That's how
it's there.
Like,
it's there. But there's so much more outside of it. And I can only rock with you if you realize that, and that's the part you want, right? Right. So yeah.
So yeah, that's cool. I love it. I love what you're doing with that sister and this man. Look, hats off.
Thank you.
We're gonna honor you right now.
Oh no.
Beautiful black queen.
Thank you.
Right now. So we got the pageant that's going on. Let me just put this out here first and foremost. I ain't gonna put you in no bad light because I know you got to keep yourself clean.
Absolutely.
We're not gonna put you in no bad light on
you know, I'm sure there's a question or two that could go right left.
No, we ain't gonna.
Thank you. I appreciate it. They're gonna say if it wasn't for on the porch.
Baby, look. We saw the interview you
yes,
did on the porch a couple of months ago.
So we gonna snatch that crown.
Right. We don't really like what was going on over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So, WBOK. Your radio show that you do. It's in the evening, right?
We're the mid-morning show.
Mid-morning.
Yeah,
okay,
mid-morning.
You, your crew, y'all all what is from 12?
9 to 12.
9 to 12.
Yeah, with Graylin Banks and the Jazz Man.
Okay, cool. So, how did y'all form the concept of the show? How did y'all form the concept of the show, and what made y'all go to WBOK and put it on WBOK?
So, actually, the show had another name.
Okay.
So it was already there.
Okay.
And they already had a team there. And so during the pandemic, I did a lot during the pandemic.
I saw that. You
Obviously.
Yeah.
I used to have Do You Know the online game show.
Okay.
And actually a DJ from there heard my game show and asked would I come on his show and started asking questions of his guests. And then the show that I mentioned parted ways with the female co-host, and the station manager was like, man, I need somebody, this is how God works. I need a female that could come in here and do like quiz show trivia questions. And just so happened that young man I met was like, you need to holler at Courtney. This is a no-brainer.
Right.
And so I went to talk to Gerard Stevens, shout out G-Man, who's been in and around radio for ages, in New Orleans radio even longer.
Yes, we all heard that.
So, right. So he says, he tries to be, like if we ever make a TV movie, it's like he wanted the character in the movie to be that one guy that's like, so he's like, hey, Courtney. I'm like, yeah. He's like, it's Gerard. I'm the station manager over at WBOK. Heard you might be in the radio. And I was like, yeah, I can do it. And he said, so if I had you go live tomorrow by yourself, could you run the show? I was like, yeah, I think I can. He said, you think or you know? I was like, I know I can. So he says, all right, you on tomorrow. Create a show. Ownership will be listening. You go live in front of all our viewers. Make it or break it. So I had less than 24 hours to come up with a show, come up with topics, be a radio DJ, which I'd never actually done. I did it in student radio. And I was like, this is my shot. And I'm going for it. I'm shooting it all the way out the park. And shout out to Goldie Lambert of NOLA Black Wall Street. I talked to her a couple times as she started that, and I got, into that group. And I said, Goldie, I need somebody dynamic to interview tomorrow. I think that would be good if I could start off with a great interview. I said, this is my shot. If I do this, I can land this job. She's like, I got you. Say less. Just like that. And the rest is history. The rest is history.
Y'all jammed on that.
Yes. And so then after that, I had to get with the team, get with Graylin, get with Jazz. Graylin just so happened at that time was out taping for a movie that he was doing. So I was on almost a month before he and I had a chance to actually work together and do that whole thing. So he comes back and we start feeling our way, and it starts moving and meshing and turning into something. Like the front porch became something, I think, before we even knew it. It lived on its own, and it still does. A lot of the concepts you have for your porch, we have. We vibing, we chilling. This is not all that other stuff. We're cooling. We're gonna talk. We're gonna have a conversation. Be comfortable. Be yourself. Be about New Orleans. Be about togetherness. Be about community, and you'll fit right in.
Right. See, that's what I'm. Look. Man, what more can we say about this?
Yes.
So all right. So what? Let's see. Let's do this. You're the game show host, right? Let's do this. I always wanted to be on the game show.
Okay. All right.
So let me see if I got my New Orleans knowledge.
Okay.
So I'm
okay.
putting you on the spot.
Yes.
I'm
yes,
putting
you
you on the
are.
spot right now. We on your game show.
Okay.
I don't know what questions you got. You come
No,
up with
he
some
does
questions.
not.
You come up with some questions, and let me see if I got my New Orleans stuff together. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm always crying. I'm always hollering about.
I'm
know,
so
I know-
Nola.
I know
I'm
New
so
Orleans.
504,
right. I'm from here. I know it. Ain't nobody can tell me nothing different.
Yes.
So let me see if I got my New Orleans together.
Okay, well,
You know
I
what I'm
will do you like I did my contestants. We'll
Okay.
start off easy, throw you on the shallow end, get you comfortable, and then we'll go from there.
All right, let's go.
All right, so welcome to the On the Porch edition of Do You Knowla. It's your
Right.
hostess with the mostest, Courtney P. I got my main man and my contestant, D, on the porch. He's going to answer some questions about NOLA. So we're going to start in the green, in the
All right,
easy.
all right.
Number one, the famous and philanthropic owner of the New Orleans Saints had a very special dance. What was his name and the name of his dance?
Tom Benson and the Benson Boogie.
Survey says. Oh, so close!
Wait.
Tom Benson
Right.
and the Benson
Boogie? What was it?
Shuffle.
Wait, hold up. Wait. Time out. This was all over the news. We called it the Benson Boogie.
It's the official name. Remember how he used to was the Benson Shuffle.
So how the hell we got Boogie then?
You know how we do. We start calling it one thing and we go with it. We don't care if it was right or wrong.
Wow. See, y'all, for so long, I was calling this the Benson Boogie. That's all we knew was the Benson
yes,
Boogie.
yes.
All right,
yes.
let's go to number two.
Number two. All right. So, the famous section of town where African slaves were able to be free for a day to, practice their rituals and cultures, speak in their native tongues. What is that side of town called?
That's Congo Square.
Mm-hmm.
That area is right on the tip of the French Quarter. Is it French Quarter? French Quarter. I'm gonna go to French Quarter. No, because it could be French Quarter.
Or-
it could be Marigny, Bywater in that little section, or the riverfront.
You actually had it. Congo Square was a side of town. Before we gave it all those other names, it was just Congo Square. And it was much bigger than what we know it to be now.
Really?
Yeah, that little square is just a piece of the pie.
Right.
Of what it used to be. So yes, Congo Square. You got it.
All right.
Congo Square needs to be preserved.
Right. Definitely.
Deserves to have its place here.
Definitely.
Everything that we are as a city started there. Don't let nobody tell you different.
No,
'cause they'll
that's
try.
what everything started right there in Congo Square.
So the fight to keep it is understandable and warranted.
Right. Right.
All right, so here goes the toughie. All right. So, in the French Quarter,
Right.
down in Jackson Square,
Okay.
is a statue
Okay.
of the famous Andrew Jackson,
Right.
who is on a horse tipping his hat,
Right.
as it were.
Right.
To what Creole lady is he tipping his hat?
Wait. Wait. Yeah, because he's on the horse.
Doing like that.
Right there. He was tipping his hand. Oh, Courtney.
And that would be Lady Pontalba. Now, she was a very well-off Creole woman of black background, and he refused to tip his hat to her because of that.
Right.
And so she owned what would be the west side of the square, right?
Okay.
The direction in which he's tipping his hat,
Hat to.
because she used to own that building. That was her residence.
Gotcha.
So she erected a statue of him, forever tipping her hat to her, as a get back for him refusing to do so.
I like
yes.
that. Yeah, I like that. See,
Black women,
right. See, that's the pettiness I love about black women. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So guess what? Man, I never knew that. And guess what? I never knew that. And here's the deal. By me never knowing that, it was just like, I'm thinking, okay, they got this statue.
Another statue of another white man.
I'm sitting there like, you know what? When they was taking all of them down, why
take that down?
Why
Yes,
up there?
yes.
But now that you done gave the history lesson on it, guess what? He could stay there.
And look, and there were many people that said, not that one.
Yeah.
No. That was not erected by, Confederate people who, who
He
were.
could stay there.
Yeah, who had
He
any
could stay
kind
there.
of feeling towards the Confederates or anything. That wasn't that. That was Lady Pontalba.
He could stay there. He could stay there tipping his hat. You know what?
Absolutely.
He could stay there.
Tip on.
Tip on, brother.
Tip on. Tip on. Yes.
He could stay
yes.
there. That was something I never knew.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that was one of the reasons why I did do NOLA, was for the history you did know and the history you didn't, right? And so you can start tying those loose ends together of why this city is so great. You know it, know, and you know a lot about it, but there's even more to uncover. Yeah.
Man, that was something I never knew. Something I never knew. And when the new F without you sitting there telling me that. Man,
Mind blown today.
I look at that statue totally different now. Whenever I'm
Don't you
downtown,
now?
I look at that
Don't
statue
you
totally
now?
different now.
Because it's not something he was proud of, or anyone associate. It was kind of a joke, like, bruh, she got you in that square.
Right.
Forever
Because
tipping
she
your hat.
got the money to do it. She put him in there
Let
like,
me show you.
You
gonna tip your hat.
You gonna tip your hat to me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So the New Orleans women been petted.
Oh, that is not the moral of the story.
Y'all been petted way back then.
That's not the moral of the story.
I'm just saying, that don't sound like a petty.
You
petty
know
woman in New
what?
Orleans.
It could be petty. However, it's such a lesson learned, right? And I think with New Orleans women brand of petty, there's a lesson that comes with it.
Yeah.
It's petty, yes, but there's a lesson that comes with it.
Right. Man, so. Wow, you know what? He could tip that hat on. Look, I'm down.
Absolutely.
Look, he could keep tipping that hat to me. I'm straight. Look, I'm good. Now that I know what the deal is, I'm good with it. So, man, look, I'm talking about, I never knew that, man. Don't forgive me if I'm sticking on it too long.
No.
It's just a wow right now.
Yes,
like, wow,
yes. It was a wow for me too, because the same thing. I wonder, well, why is he sticking around? Since we're taking everything else down and we're using the resources to do it, why not that? And I did my history, did my my research, especially for the show, and because in order for a show to work, there has to be some level of I could lose. If you can always win, if everything's easy, if it's all the ones then there's no, there has to be a risk. So I knew I had to dive into the history of the city and go find those little nuggets that people don't know. And it was important to me that it tied back to Black history as well, right?
Gotcha.
And we are termed the blackest city, the most African city in America, so it was important that I find those things. So yeah, that's how I discovered that.
Oh man, that was cool. That was cool. So outside the game show, I see you do a lot of different things. You be on I see you be at different events, interviewing different people. You get to go different places. So with that being said, I'm pretty sure you probably got a lot to do this weekend with the Jazz Fest. What are some of the things, that people want to see Courtney P this weekend? Where are some of the places she would be at?
You know what? I actually am going to be in and out, right? Because so with the Jazz Fest, especially as it relates to WBOK, we're giving away tickets. So listen, listen to the front porch, 9 to 12, especially on Thursday. We're going to give tickets away that Thursday of the weekend,
so y'all
of every weekend. Got today, got next Thursday, and so forth. until the end of the festival. So that's one way you can talk to me, see me, and win something. And actually, this weekend I'm doing the Jazz Fest plus some other things. So I'm hosting a book signing for a local author, Bliss Jones. I will be hosting the Pancreatic Cancer Walk for a Cure on Saturday morning in Lafreniere Park. That actually is an event that takes place simultaneously in cities around the country. So that's New York, Chicago, New Orleans, Atlanta, I think Miami, and a couple others. So at the same time, they'll all be walking for a cure. And that's this weekend, and then next weekend I take off into some other stuff, and the weekend after that, definitely follow me for those updates. I'll be in Atlanta one weekend, then I return and do some speaking and hosting. Got some community events I'm working on. My annual haunted house that I do out in New Orleans East, free to the public. We'll be working on that again. Yeah. I look.
I hate to say this about New Orleans.
Then don't say it. And the reason why I say that is because, as we sit here in the Magnolia, right? How many people would say,
yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
And so what I want is for all of us, no matter what side of town, for us to realize that beauty is everywhere. Yeah,
right.
It's everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're gonna come to the east, right, to my haunted house?
Yeah.
Well, hello.
What's up, boy? This outlet community center, y'all.
I love it. But yeah, so and that's one of my missions of many, is to be at the forefront of bringing the East back to what it was.
See, I'm glad you stopped me from saying that.
Good.
I'm glad you stopped me.
And I understand. Look, I get it. It's a lot going on, media-wise. You would tend to think it almost all happens in the East. But I live there. My family lives there. We thrive.
Right.
We live great lives, and a lot of our neighbors do.
Right.
And myself, along with city leaders and other groups, we're making sure that change happens.
Right. Well, I don't know if you remember a couple months back, we had Cindy Winter on the show.
I did, yeah.
And she talked. She put it in perspective for us because me and my brother he was co-hosting the show with me. We was both on that level of New Orleans East. You know what I'm saying? And we both was looking at it as, man, there's just so much going on in the East. And then, like I said, we grew up. When I grew up uptown. And at that time, when I was growing up in the early 90s, mid 90s, it was when you made a little money, everybody ran.
The East was ours.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
You
made money, you went to New Orleans East. That's where the suburbs was at. That's where everybody who did whatever they ran to.
That is true.
And now it's the opposite. You know what I'm saying? And now by being the opposite, we was like, hey man, the East just something up with it.
And due to many factors.
Right.
Yeah.
But she put it in perspective because she was like, everybody keeps saying the East this, the East that, but we gotta understand the East is big. The East is huge. So we have sections of the East that's great, good, not so great. And we are working to get all of it great.
Yes.
And then we started thinking about wait.
It's usually a few folk.
Right.
It's never everybody.
Right.
And I'm sure you can go back to your upbringing in Uptown. I'm actually originally from the 7th Ward. I know that to be true as well. We knew pretty much who was who, you know what I'm saying? But the good people outweigh the bad. They really do. Right. And you got to give them a chance.
Right. So and that's good, because I want to see all the city come back, you know what I'm saying? Not just Uptown, not just the Maroney, the 7th Ward and all that. You want to see the East thrive also. Because at one time the East was the highest place to be.
And when you think about it, according to AAA, most of our visitors travel from the East, which means the first thing they see
is New Orleans East.
And what do you want them to see? A thriving city or one that seems to be,
You know what I'm saying? So that's good. I'm glad you're bringing that to the East, and we need things like that in New Orleans East, and I'm glad you stopped me from making a comment about
No
New Orleans
problem, no
East.
problem.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So,
yes.
Thank you for that. You know
Yes,
what I'm
yes.
saying?
So we got the haunted house coming up, and then I got something very special. I can't reveal it just yet, but it will be a chance to win some money, and I'm talking about some money. Yeah. So stay tuned. I can say it'll be like during holiday season.
Okay.
Let me say that.
Okay.
But it's something really special.
So-
I'm cooking up. I'm working on it for it to be citywide.
Okay.
And see if we can actually give away those monetary gifts, like 3, 4, maybe 5 people win. I don't want just one person to win, right? I want to share the wealth. So I'm working on that. I'm gonna see. I'll let you know. You'll be the
Right.
first to know, so you can let the people know as well.
Cool.
What that's gonna shape up to be.
Cool. Oh man, see y'all look. My girl Courtney P, she doing her thing. My girl, I can't look. Hey, she doing her thing, and I love
Thank
it. I
you,
really
thank
do.
you,
I really
thank
do.
you.
So now look, Courtney, I don't tell people about this when we start this shit, but I don't want you to be thinking about it as we go.
Uh oh.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So this is the part of the show here. We do our top 4.
Uh-oh.
Our 4. Boom.
Foe.
Yeah. And
Baby.
Look. Damn, you had that whole. You had. Come on, right there. So this is the part of the show we do our top 4, right?
Okay.
And when we do our top 4, I don't want nobody to know about it. So I don't let them know we're gonna actually do it or not. Cause I don't want you to think I want it to come off the top of your head.
Okay.
So our top 4 is always the top 4 restaurants in the city of New Orleans.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's your 4. It don't matter what 4 it is. You follow what
I got you.
I'm saying? Your 4.
Okay.
Right? So, with that being said, now with the top 4, you can't sneak in a 5 or a 6, or you can't sneak in a most
A
mentioned.
tie.
Right, a most mentioned. It
A
got to-
1A.
right. It's 4 and 4 only. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, with that being said, we don't give you no time to think about it. We just go straight to it.
Okay.
So, at this moment, Courtney P about to give y'all her top 4 restaurant in the city of New Orleans. Start with number 4. Let's go.
Okay. Number 4, Neo's.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I love the grilled pork chop plate with some red beans and rice. I'm giving you the recommendation. And them beignet straws.
Yeah.
My God.
Right,
Yes.
right,
Something to
right.
write home about. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Number 3.
Number 3, pho bong. I love pho. Pho. The Vietnamese soup with them. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I tear them up.
I'm trying to figure out what you were talking about with the restaurant for bomb.
Pho bong.
And what
Yes,
is it?
they actually are a chain. So there's one in Michoud, one in Metairie, I think one on Magazine or something like that. And that's all I can think of.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a couple.
Okay.
Yes. Get you some pho. You like pho, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go try it and see what it's about. I'm gonna go try it and see what it's about. So number 2.
Number 2, Taj Mahal. I love Indian food. Taj Mahal is on Metairie Road. Been there for quite some time. I met the owner over there. Wonderful woman. She doesn't play in that kitchen. She doesn't play with her staff. But the food always comes out on point. I have a very varied palate, of course I love New Orleans food, but my mama and my grandma, my auntie make that. I don't too much go out for that, right? I know who to call if I want some bisque, if I want some, gumbo, if I want some red
Right.
beans. So for me, going out is a different experience.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we had the coup de grace. We at number
At it.
1. So you got to give me your number 1, your go-to that's hands down gonna do it.
Let's see. If I don't go anywhere else and I only have one choice, See, depending on what I want to. Can I have a throwback that just closed, but jeans, a po' boy out of this world. See, to me that's good eating, right? I can't.
See, well, now we need to go holler at my boy with Baldwin and Co and be like, bro.
Can you summon the spirits?
Right, look, and get the pink building open and let's get a sandwich about everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I mean, you can take a girl out the Seymour, right? But
you know what? You heard, man. Look, come on, man. We got to summon. We ain't asking you to open up. Just get the po' boy.
Just get the po' boy out of it.
When, you know what? When he bought the building, he should have asked for a po' boy recipe.
Yes,
I'm gonna buy the recipe.
And shout out to Baldwin and Company.
Yeah.
You know, I love that whole entire concept of what they're doing, where they did it, why they did it, how they did it.
Man,
yes.
It's amazing what they're doing. We actually did a show with Tanya Boyd Cannon.
Oh, you TBC,
yeah,
girl.
We did a show with her over there. I sat down and talked to the owner. And man, it was dope. It was real dope. We enjoyed all of it.
Yes, absolutely.
And but it was just a fun experience that we had over there. And I enjoyed the whole thing. And I can't say this enough I can't say about what he's doing.
Absolutely.
What he's doing in the Southern world, because he's turning it around for the better.
And when you talk about literacy in New Orleans. Literacy amongst our children. Bringing books is the epitome of what is needed right now. When I heard about how many of our kids aren't reading on grade level, it sickened me. You know, literacy is the key. I'm gonna go there because I started to step up on the soapbox.
No.
But
that's a topic for
another day. Yes. Yes.
Man, look, Courtney, I enjoy sitting down with you.
Me too.
I really hope we could do this again.
Yes, absolutely.
But this was a fun show, y'all. Look, man, I get to meet amazing people in New Orleans, and I love it. I just love talking to people. You know what I'm saying? See what people are doing and seeing how the people think about things.
Absolutely.
It's just awesome, you know. And I just want to thank you for sitting on the porch.
No problem.
You know what I'm saying? With your boy. Y'all heard her. She out here doing a whole lot of things. The major thing is Miss Black New Orleans, USA.
There you go. Bam, you got it. Look at you.
That's the major thing she's
Absolutely.
And look, y'all gonna see around the streets of New Orleans and just look, tip your hat. That's all. Tip your hat to her.
You got it. You
know what I'm saying?
And look, and I want to say too, like, I am not afraid to get my hands dirty. Come out here. So you need help with anything, and you can't find anybody else, or even if you can, and you need another set of hands, call Courtney P. I've said this before. People don't really take me up on that offer. I don't know if they think I'm playing. But before I did anything, I was a teacher, a community organizer. I was the personal assistant to my state rep when I lived in Atlanta. I'm accustomed to working in the community, so don't hesitate.
Oh, we gonna call you then. We gonna be calling about
Yes,
Keep that phone open.
I will definitely.
But once again, we want to thank Courtney for showing up today on the porch. This episode, now I'm gonna put some clips out there because some clips need to go out like right now to let people know what y'all doing at WBOK.
Gotcha.
But the show gonna air Monday.
Okay.
Monday
Sounds
morning
good.
goes on the YouTube page on the porch with D and Crew. We're gonna run some clips all week long on the Porch podcast page, along with on the Porch Facebook.
Okay.
Go
Well,
on.
I will be sharing and tagging and
Right.
clicking and adding and all the above, so you don't have to worry about it.
So we're gonna see a lot of stuff coming this week with Courtney P. But the ticket giveaway for Jazz Fest, we're gonna put that clip on starting tomorrow, so y'all can know next Thursday they're giving away Jazz
Fest tickets. A pair. We're giving away 3 pairs.
3, and you got only way you can do it by listening to WBOK.
12:30 a.m.
12:30. Look, on the front porch. Go to
There you go.
WBOK front porch. That's where they're gonna be at, and they're gonna be giving away the Jazz Fest tickets. And we're gonna put that out there tomorrow. Let y'all know how y'all gonna go about getting it. how y'all go about getting those free Jazz Fest tickets. But again, it's been a pleasure. Thank
Absolutely.
you, Queen, for coming to sit down on the porch with
Not
us.
a problem at
Thank
all.
you so much. Y'all know how it go. This your boy D went on the porch. I'll let y'all later, baby. We out this thing.